Hey everyone, Brad here today from the OFAH Heritage Center. This month, in our Fascinating Facts series, we're going to be investigating one of the best hunting companions that you could possibly employ. This month, we're going to be looking into the fun and exciting world of bird dogs. Bird dogs are exactly what you may imagine when you hear the term. They are dogs who are bred, trained, and used for hunting small game, primarily game birds. These bird species in Ontario can include grouse species like the ruffed grouse and spruce grouse, the American woodcock, the ringneck pheasant, mourning doves, and waterfowl, among others. They are also commonly used for game bird species found on game farms, such as pheasant, chukars, quail, and pigeons. The tradition of using bird dogs dates back to Europe in the 1600s, or in some cases even earlier. Around this time, older methods of hunting with archery equipment and crossbows started to be phased out of bird hunting, and firearms became popular with royalty and wealthy society. But these early firearms were best used on game who stood still. The first dogs used for these bird shooting sports were trained to approach and hold birds in place so that early firearms users could attempt to shoot their quarry while it held firm in place. As firearms became more modern and versatile, shooting sports became more dynamic and allowed more movement while shooting. That is when dogs became employed in these shooting sports in different ways, and for different hunting styles, such as flushing and retrieving. Bird dogs are typically broken down into 3 categories, and each of these categories has to do with the style of hunting that breed employs. The 3 different categories of bird dogs are pointing dogs, flushing dogs, and retrievers. Pointing dogs are a category of bird dogs that do exactly what it sounds like they do. They're trained to find and point birds. This process works typically via their extremely strong ability to smell and detect birds. These dogs will smell the bird, and when they sense they are near and the scent is strong, they will freeze up and point where they detect the bird is near. This can be a tough challenge for pointing dogs, as they need to be able to point close enough to the bird to give the hunter a sense where the bird is, but without flushing the bird or scaring it into taking flight before the hunter is ready to take a shot. This pointing allows the hunter to either flush the birds themselves or to get into a good shooting position before sending the dog in to flush the bird. This gives the hunter the best opportunity to try and harvest it. Not all pointing dogs are trained to flush after the point, however, and this is usually up to how the dog was trained. Popular pointing dog breeds include the English and German Shorthair Pointer, Wirehair Pointers, Setters, Brittany Spaniels, and Hungarian Vizslas, amongst many others. My personal favorite type of bird dogs are flushing dogs. Unlike pointers, flushing dogs are very different in their hunting process. Flushing dogs will detect bird scent to know where the birds may be, but unlike pointing dogs who are trained to freeze up and point, flushing dogs are trained to drive into the bird to attempt to catch it on the ground. Inevitably, the dogs usually end up scaring or flushing the birds into flight before they can catch them, which creates an opportunity for the hunter to shoot the bird as they fly away from the dog. Also, unlike pointing dogs, which can be a bit slower paced hunt with starts and stops following the dog itself, flushing dog hunting in the uplands can be a very fast-paced experience and requires you to pay very close attention to your dog. Flushing dogs will move as fast as they can, and oftentimes the pace can feel blistering. Hunters need to work to either communicate with their dogs to keep them closer, or the hunter will need to move quickly and keep up with the dog in hopes of being ready to shoot when the dog flushes a bird. Some breeds, like the Welsh Springer Spaniel, are even trained to pause briefly before they flush, which allows the hunter to know that a bird is about to be flushed. One of the great advantages of a flushing dog is their ability to retrieve both dead and wounded birds. Flushing dogs will drive hard towards birds that they know may be down, and they can use their excellent scenting abilities as well as speed to catch injured birds before they can run away. The most popular breeds of flushing dogs are typically spaniels, such as the Cocker Spaniel or its larger relative, the English Springer Spaniel. Many retrievers, like the Labrador Retriever and Golden Retriever, are often trained for flushing, but they're also very good at our next type of bird dog hunting. The last category of bird dog breeds are retrieving dogs. Retrieving dogs are most often used for waterfowling, but can also be used on upland or land-based game birds for flushing and retrieving as well. The main function for retrieving dogs is in use while hunting ducks, geese, and other waterfowl. Often, in these situations, hunters will be sitting in a blind or hide, which conceals the hunter from their targeted species. Their retrieving dog is usually hiding in the blind with the hunters or in their own dog blind. Once hunters are able to successfully shoot their quarry, retrieving dogs are trained to be released and to go out to retrieve these downed birds. These dogs don't always know where the birds are located, so they usually use a combination of finding the bird's scent along with whistle or hand commands from their handler to put them into the right direction to bring back downed birds. Retrieving dogs are usually dogs with thick flesh and heavy coats. These dogs are bred to be able to work in the field or in the water, and in weather conditions ranging from summer to heavy cold winter retrieves in freezing temperatures. They have even been known to break through ice in order to retrieve birds for their hunters. The most common retrieving dog breeds are quite well known. These breeds include the Labrador Retriever, Golden Retriever, Duck Tolling Retriever, and Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Many pointing and flushing dog breeds may also be used for this activity. However, most of these other breeds do not have the same ability to withstand and work through the coldest temperatures and waters that true retriever breeds are able to. For those who hunt with bird dogs, these dogs become an invaluable partner and tool to help hunters find and secure more birds in the freezer. Regardless of the style of bird dog that you may prefer, once you form a bond with a bird dog and pursue game with them, you will see what a special experience they help to create for you. I know for myself, this world has become a passion and something I will continue to do for many, many years to come. If you ever have the chance to hunt over a bird dog, do it. You will not regret seeing these incredible companions in action. Thank you so much for joining us. That's it for this month's installment of Fascinating Facts. Be sure to like this video and comment below. Don't forget to check out the resources section on our webpage. There, you'll find free printable resource material like mini lessons and activity pages to follow up the virtual lesson. And please subscribe to stay connected as we learn together outside the classroom.